All right, guys, we're out here with this hot tent stove here that I unboxed earlier in the video, and we're gonna do a first burn. I have this tote of wood that I just went and picked up. It's a whole 27-gallon tote. They're off cuts. They're not like your standard 16-inch cuts, because I can't do 16-inch in this stove. So got my fire starters. There's these gloves here, and there's one there. Guess I'll stuff that there for now. That can go up there. Let me turn this around, because I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tip it up like this, get these done, and get that out. I think you can see I've got some sticks already right there to help with starting the fire. Got my torch lighter, and I threw a couple of these in there, the fat wood. I don't know if I'm gonna need that, but let's get this set up here. That on there. Get this closed up for now. All right. Hopefully. Oh, going the wrong way. Let's see if we can get this on here. There. As you can see, there's like absolutely no wind. So I decided I'm going to just go ahead and go with a tumbleweed from Royal Oak. And I'm going to put this in there, light it up, put the wood in there, and go from there. I have some homemade fire starters that I used dryer lint, egg carton, and wax, paraffin wax. So actually smells pretty good. Maybe I don't think I used paraffin wax for that. I melted down some old candles, what was left of some old candles, and did that. I suppose a good thing about this would be that. Let me go ahead and get this wide open. Make sure that's wide open. And here goes the first. Yeah, these are all sticks from my yard here. I haven't cleaned up the yard much. That's close. All right. One of the things that I'd heard at one point, if you take like a torch, if you have like a propane torch, you can hit this here with the torch to heat it up, and it'll help with the draw faster. Ooh, that's already hot. Nice hot. Come on. All right. Let's get first big chunk in there. This is my Ozark Trail smokeless fire pit. It's got this grill grate here that you can use on it, but I just leave it out here. This waterproof case or basic carry bag. Yeah, it's already starting to change colors. And you can already hear the draw. You can hear that? So far, one of the issues, I don't know if it's just because it hasn't burnt for very long, but a lot of smoke coming out whenever I open that up. But that just stoked right up, but it's still letting a bunch of smoke out. So yeah, that took off. So I got 4 decent splits in there. I might be able to get another small one up in there, but right now it's about to take off. I just put these two, this one here and that one over there. Yeah, this one here and that one. I just put those in there. That's the first one I put in down there. That was the second one. Looks like it's starting to take off again. I really like the coloring, that it's the bluing and everything, and like the video doesn't do it justice, to be honest. I went ahead and dampened it down. I closed that all the way off, and I've got that about not very closed at all. I'd say that's about halfway. Yeah, that definitely has a lot of heat coming off the side there. A lot more than up here. But let's let's see, I'm gonna open this up a little bit. Open it up all the way, see what happens. See if it stokes up some more. Open the damper all the way up again. See it going up the actual, like right back there, that's going up the stovepipe. I don't know if you can see it, but burn count 1 just hit me, just hit the stove up here, right there in my knuckle. It's taking off again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something different than this, I think, because it's not hot, but it's close enough to all this that it, the door gets really hot, and whenever you go lift up, you can touch it. I may figure something else out. I suppose I could just use this. Let's see if it works. It ain't working too good. All right, guys, it's the next morning. As you can see, the stove is still out here, and we're gonna get things packed up. So I'm gonna get you turned around. I looked at my thermometer up by my kitchen window, and it said that it was like right at 39 degrees right now. I also checked my phone, and it kept clarified or confirmed that. So let me get you turned around, and we'll get this packed up. All right, let's see. All right, not bad. I think one of my dogs ran by. I had this sitting up here, but let's get these ashes down in the ashtray to dump. All right, I'm going to turn this off and go ahead and finish this up. All right, here it is all packed down into itself. I love the color that that it put out. So it was enjoyable having you around and experiencing this with me. My overall impressions is this is good. I paid $130 for it off of Amazon. It is heavy duty and it will work. I have a feeling it's going to do really good at keeping my tent stove or my tent hot. So I'll be having some hot or hammock hot tent content coming as well with this stove, that hammock hot tent, and then I'm going to be doing some more hot tenting with this stove and my Naturehike Kota 6-person tent. That will be linked in the description as well. So I'll have this linked. $130 for a heavy duty stainless steel stove. You know, when you're car camping, or like, you know, I got my Suburban, like it, I don't need to have one of those little titanium backpacker style stoves. So yeah, stick around. Again, like and subscribe, comment below, hit that notification bell, keep it going, and we'll see you next time out in the wild.